I'm kind of moist because I did just take a bike ride and it's kind of drizzling out, so oops. Hello. If you're new here, thanks for joining. If you're not new here, thanks for coming back. Hello. I hope this is helpful to you. I hope you know your life better than I do. Hope you know to use discernment. Okay. Alright, so I haven't pulled anything yet. But one energy that is coming through, one energy that is very potent, is the energy of jealousy, the envy, the jealous. Oh my God, I'm now having a hard time talking. The energy of jealousy, the energy of envy. That's a lot of cards. The Tower card was one of those cards. I'm not taking that, but you're the King of Wands and the Four of Cups. Okay. So, whoever I'm talking to, whoever this is for, once again, we have the King of Wands and the Four of Cups. So there is this energy of boredom. There's this energy of kind of feeling stagnant a little bit, like a tiny bit. Like I'm kind of getting the energy, also the Four of Swords. I'm kind of getting the energy of Emperor. Okay, I'm sorry, let me slow down. I'm kind of getting the energy of someone who is kind of like, it feels like you're, also I was supposed to be playing Alpha Waves, I'm sorry. You're kind of in an energy of like you're moving forward, you're making progress, yes, but it's like at the same time you're like running in place, you're like on a treadmill. It's like you're making progress, yes, you're getting in that workout, but it's like you're not going anywhere technically. With the Four of Swords here, I definitely feel the energy of rest here. You could be, oh my God, hi, there's an advertisement. You could be in the energy of rest, or you could be feeling like you need to take rest. We have indecision here as I like stop shuffling. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Some of you, I feel like you are very tapped in with your intuition. You are very tuned in. What does Abraham Hicks say? Tuned in, turned on, tapped in, or whatever. Alpha Waves. 212, by the way, as I did that. But for others of you, if you're still watching, hi. I don't think that you are very, or maybe this is somebody else in your energy. Because when I do these, like, I don't know, a lot of readers, I'm not talking shit about nobody, but like a lot of readers do this thing where they like, when they read for people, they kind of focus on external energies rather than like internal. And when I read, I like to focus on internal. I like to focus on like you as the person watching, you know, like how can you make the situation better? How can you improve, etc., etc. But I do get the sense that there's an energy outside of you that might not be tapped into their intuition, that might not be, you know, and I feel like this person is kind of dealing with like, they're dealing with a lot. I'm gonna say that first off, because we have failure, we have self-esteem, we have forgiveness, and I don't know. For some of you, this person might be battling with like forgiving themselves, like, you know. I think self-esteem, I'm quoting from memory because I started shuffling again, unless I can find it again. I possess soul gifts of, yes, it's right here. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And I feel like you're dealing with someone who isn't really tapped into that side of themselves. I don't know. I definitely get the sense that there's this energy of like, what is wrong with me? Like, what's my problem? Like, what am I broken? Like, you know. I don't know. I'm going to say this. I'm going to speak to like generality and say that like a majority of society is broken. A majority of people are kind of misguided. Unfortunately, we have trust. Whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you, once again, you're pretty tapped in to your intuition. I accept, if I can fucking speak, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yeah, I feel like that's your energy, and I definitely get the sense that there's an energy outside of you that's kind of like, you know, swimming around in your energy, if that makes sense. Like, there's this energy of regret, there's this energy of like looking back on the situation. This could be, I mean, obviously this is a past situation if you're looking backwards, but there's a situation where like there was a lot of love, there was a lot of energy given, and it was not reciprocated. I don't know, if we had to give a reason, it's because like this person wasn't ready for your love. It could have been a group of people also, but these people, once again, the envy energy, these people weren't ready for your love. I am the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. And then we have grief, gratitude. There could be something about, like, I don't know, the basics. I'm getting the message of, like, back to the basics. And then we have love. As I stop shuffling, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. I think this is a generally good thing to do, but like in the world that we live in, it is very necessary to be mindful that yes, we all have goodness within us, but not everyone puts that at the forefront. Not everybody, because once again, a majority of society is broken. A majority of people are deeply wounded, and what happens when you're wounded? I mean, from a physiological standpoint, from like a body standpoint, like when you're wounded, your body like takes action to like protect itself. You know, like if you get a cut on your arm or whatever, like your body does a lot of work. You might not see it or feel it. If you're more sensitive, then you might feel it, but like you don't necessarily see it happening, but like there's a lot of energy that's going into like healing that. And part of that is protecting it and like not letting things, that's why we put band-aids on things. And that's kind of the energy of like what I'm picking up on. It's like this person or these people that you're thinking of, they're very wounded. Once again, most people are. It's not like this is a specific, like most people are. Like if you're watching this, I'm sure that this could resonate for some part of your life, because once again, most people are unhealed, most people are wounded, most people are going through some sort of like, you know, mental roller coaster, if you will. The failure card, I didn't read what the failure card says. It says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And then forgiveness says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And for some of you, I feel like that was really necessary for you to hear. Like, I don't know, because a lot of people, a lot of spiritualists, a lot of gurus talk about forgiveness. And I don't know, I feel like more people have been talking about it in the proper context. But the proper context is that, like, my phone keeps going off. I don't... The proper context is that forgiveness is not really supposed to be for the other party. Like, yes, there's an energetic affection, is that the word? There's an energetic effect that happens when you forgive the other person. Like, you know, there's an energy, but essentially it's for you. It's for you as the person who is holding the anger, who is holding the resentment. So you can let go of those feelings and you can be lighter, you can be more free, you can, like, you know, because feelings like resentment, feeling like anger, feeling like jealousy, feelings, singular, I'm sorry, you probably didn't catch that, but I caught that because I said it. There could be an energy of perfectionism also within you, I feel like. I don't remember what I was saying. Feelings, okay, I don't remember what I was saying. Feelings like jealousy, feelings like anger, feeling like bitterness, blah, 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 blah. They have a habit, they have a tendency of weighing us down. Like energetically, when you look at the scale of consciousness, like when you get towards acceptance, when you get towards peace, when you get towards love, like it, you know, it's a lot higher, it's a lot lighter. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they're better or worse. Like, you know, our negative emotions are part of the human experience. Like, it's natural to get angry, it's natural to get sad, and those emotions are supposed to be helping us to, you know, do something about it. Like, for example, if you're at a work situation that you don't like, and you're like, every time you go in, you're depressed, and you hate it, you dread going in, that feeling essentially is supposed to be giving you direction. You don't have to listen to it. You should, but you don't have to. And the thing about it is most people, they feel these feelings and they don't necessarily do the proper action, you know? And it's no judgment, it just is what it is. Like, most people don't do that. Instead, they, like, blame other people. Instead, they, like, lash out at people, and it's like, no, the point of this feeling is so that you can do something with it, so you can make a better choice. And I don't know, a lot of people are like, I'm not gonna quit my job. But it's like, if it's making you unhappy, if it's literally draining your energy, what are you doing? You know, like when you understand energetics, when you understand these principles, you know that you can't just like, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but you shouldn't just like give your energy to everything and anything. I'm gonna pull from this Romance Angels deck and see what comes through. If you're thinking about romance, if you're thinking about love, if you're thinking about relationships specifically, I know I talked a little bit about relationships, but let's see what's going on. Okay, so before I say this, we have the True Love card. Before I say this, I do sense let go of control issues. I do get the sense that there's like some sort, and then forgiving and learning. I'm sorry. There's an energy of confusion. I wanted to say that before I even looked at the cards, but like, whatever. There's an energy of confusion. You might be unsure about a specific person or multiple people. Also, love yourself first is the card at the bottom of the deck. Obviously, I don't know all the details. It's going to be different for everybody, but there's a specific situation, there's a specific relationship that you're thinking of. It doesn't have to be romantic, but there's a relationship that you're thinking of. And like, for sure, there's love here. There's respect here, I guess. But I do feel like somebody is like holding a little bit too tightly to control. This could be you, this could be the other person, but somebody is holding on to control very tightly. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. That's what this card says. And then forgiving and learning. So we have forgiveness coming out twice technically, which once again signifies that it can be a really big theme for you at this time. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Once again, when we hold on to resentment, when we hold on to bitterness, when we hold on to anger, all it really does is just make negativity for ourselves, you know? Like, and then once again, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Once again, we don't have to be talking about romance. We don't have to be talking about love relationships. I mean, any relationship should have love in it, but you know what I mean. I don't know, semantics. I feel like everybody talks about love and it's like, oh, we're talking about romance, we're talking about your relationships, and it's like, no, love is everything. Anyways, once again, back to the Four of Swords. I definitely feel the energy of rest here for you. I know for me personally, I've been resting a lot for reasons that I won't get into just now. I've talked about it already in like TikTok videos, whatever, but I've been resting a lot. And you might be resting a lot. And I don't know, there might be some guilt. Once again, because with the perfectionist as energy, there might be some guilt around having to rest more because you're like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not being productive. What am I doing with my energy? What am I doing with my time? I'm just sitting here. And that's valid. Also, the Four of Pentacles. You might be seeing fours a lot, which four can represent balance, stability. What else? Yeah. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Four of Swords. The only one that isn't present is Four of Wands, which the Four of Wands is about commitment, dedication. It can be about marriage. It can be about long-term, like relationship-wise commitment. I could have said that better. Relational commitment. But the Four of Pentacles, once again, in relation to the Four of Swords, also once again talks about resting, talks about saving your energy. It talks about it in a more physical aspect, like saving your money, saving your resources, you know, but in a more general sense, just saving your time, saving your attention, saving your energy. I don't know, for some of you, there might be a move coming up. There might be something that you're like trying to manifest. Oh, goodness. Did you see that? Did you see that was the Justice card? Justice in the world. I love when that happens. That was really dramatic. The Justice card. Once again, we're balancing. Oh my goodness, this is a lot of major arcana. We're balancing out a situation. We're balancing out ourselves. The Hierophant, the Devil, the World, the Justice. Real quick, the Hierophant is about structure. 1333 on the clock as I say that. It's about structure. It's about stability. It's about tradition, spirituality, being a spiritual authority, etc., etc. And then the juxtaposition to that is the Devil, which is obviously the devil. Talks about addiction, talks about codependency, talks about negative emotions, etc., etc., feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling like you're a slave to something. And then we have the World card, which talks about peace, talks about freedom, talks about harmony, finality, like the end of cycles, the end of a chapter. So that all that energy is kind of present here. I feel like with the Hierophant, whoever I'm talking to, I definitely feel like you're kind of entering the territory of becoming your own spiritual authority. Whatever that looks like for you. I don't know. And it doesn't have to mean that you like preach to people or you like teach people. You could literally be on I'm gonna say that, how do I say this? You could literally be on OnlyFans and be a spiritual like person. Like you don't have to like be in the spiritual community. You don't have to like speak about spiritual concepts. Like just understanding them and knowing them when you do speak is necessary. Like I don't know, let's say you're like a makeup artist or something, like just incorporating that in, like in little ways. Like if you have a shop, I don't know, putting whatever it is that you believe in, if you're a Buddhist or whatever, like putting Buddha in your shop or whatever, just little things like that can definitely turn you into this person. And you don't have to be this person. You know, you don't have to be a preacher. You don't have to be a pastor, a procrastinator. A pastor is what I meant to say, but procrastination could be relevant. I don't know. I like to look at it things from a different perspective. A lot of the times, like I like to think procrastination. I'm starting to stutter. I like to think procrastination can also be looked at as like divine timing. You know, maybe you're not fully ready for what it is that you're manifesting, what it is that you're wanting to do. Maybe the people around you aren't ready for the things that you're wanting to do. You know, maybe you just don't have the resources yet. There could be a lot of different reasons why you're procrastinating. And that's one perspective to look at it. Obviously, from an objective, like, standpoint, it's like you're procrastinating, you're not doing the things that you want to do, or you said that you were going to do, and maybe you should do that. But from a different perspective, it could be seen as divine timing, you know? We do have the Eight of Wands here as I stop shuffling. There could be somebody moving towards you, or you're moving towards something or someone. Yeah. Could be a job, could be a money situation. Somebody's like asking you for money, or you're asking for money, or I don't know, there's like money coming through. Which it didn't come through very much in the reading, actually. We only have one Pentacle card. Also, King of Wands. There was the King of Pentacles that came out at some point. I'm sorry, like the cards are all over the place. Stop, Matthew. But yeah, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you're on the precipice of moving into a new chapter in your life, and it's really necessary that you like balance out your time, balance out your energy. Try not to be so hard on yourself. You can't control everything. You can control yourself, I guess. Yeah, trust in the process. Know that everything is temporary. It's funny because it is kind of raining outside. I was going to say, any storm that you're facing is temporary. Whatever struggles you're going through is temporary. Just for the simple fact that we all die. Like, at some point, it will be over. Let's not speed up the process, though. If you're feeling suicidal, please don't. Please don't. That's not good karma. But yeah, hope this is helpful. Hope this was useful. Hope this did for something for you. If it did and you would like more, if you'd like to work with me one-on-one, if you'd like to see me more, my phone keeps going off. Check out the link tree in the description. Stay hydrated. Thank you. Bye.